Hey YouTube, it's Annabelle. So I just got done working out and yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Okay, so I wanted to do a video on spring since we are now officially in spring. Well, a week already, officially in spring. Okay, so spring is always my, I want to say it is my most favorite time of year because of all the things that start happening and all the changes and stuff, like outside, inside, the anticipation for summer, getting out of the wintry, snowy mess of winter. But this year, we didn't have very much snow, and we didn't have a messy, ugly, cold winter this year. So that was good, but hopefully it doesn't end up hurting us later. But anyways, so we've been outside a whole lot lately. We've been to the park for the first time. One day it was 73 degrees, and then it was a little bit cooler the rest of the week. And then we had a whole week where it was like 75 degrees. It was so awesome. So now we are having an issue with my daughter wanting to be outside all the time. All the time. And when it's time to come inside, we are having a screaming tantrum, like absolute tantrum. She throws herself on the floor and just screams that she wants to be outside, and she will stand and wait by the door that she wants to go outside. And it's so crazy, but I can't wait to be outside. I loaded up, or stocked up, whatever you want to say, on the spray sunscreen, because I absolutely love that stuff. Love it. So we got a whole bunch of that, so we should be set almost for the entire summer. But I like to have one of the spray cans in our vehicles, close outside, inside, in our bags, like all that stuff, so it's always around just in case. Because you never know when there will be like a surprise trip to the park. We went to the store the other day, and on our way home, I was like, oh, let's go to the park. So it's nice to have it wherever you need it. And I just like to have multiples just so if you run out, you always have spare, and you also have them everywhere. So funness for spring is we start our projects for the year for what we want to get done to our house. Now, this year is a bunch of outdoor stuff, and I think we're going to hold off on indoor stuff until next year, just because there's so much stuff outside that needs to be fixed and done and all of that kind of stuff. Just as a example of some of the stuff, this isn't even everything that we're going to be doing, but okay, so this last year, we got a new roof on our house, and since we got a new roof on our house, 2 of our trees that were closer to our buildings had to come down. So we still have the stumps left from those that need to come out. We also have things that those trees were hiding. Like one tree was hiding the entire back side of our garage. So we have some fixes and some update stuff that we need to do to that. And the one tree that is in our front yard that was like, I actually brushed on the side of our house and our roof. That one came down. And we had previously, I think it was 2 years ago or 3 years ago, we planted trees in our front yard. And last year we did landscaping. Well, since that stuff got all taken care of last year, this year we are putting a fence in our front yard because we do not have a backyard. We have a side yard and a big, huge front yard. So we split our front yard in half, and we're going to put a fence. We have it all marked out and everything, but we're going to put a fence in our front yard for my daughter to play in. And we do have a side yard, and I did a video, and I posted it, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago probably, of my daughter playing in our side yard. And our side yard is where we have our grill, where we have our patio set, where we have our fire pit, where we put our pool, where our dogs are and where our dogs have been for the last 6 years. So that area has been used. So I also am very cautious with my dogs and play things, because they like to, we have one kind of toy that we get our dogs, and that is these ropes, because they don't destroy those as quickly as they do like plastic toys or rubber toys or stuffed animal toys. Like those are no-nos in our house. Wow, I can't talk. So our dogs have done very well with my daughter's toys, but I do feel that if her outside toys were left out, like if they weren't put away or anything like that, that our dogs would decide that those were their toys and chew them up. So that our pool and our dogs still have their own area, and yet we're able to be outside and get the most out of our property. We split our front yard, and we're going to put a fence up. And this way, my daughter has a clean and safe area. We don't have to worry about dog waste and pool stuff out, and our citronella candles or anything like that. So our front yard is going to have, I don't know yet, but we're either going to have 1 or 2 storage bins where all of her toys are going to go. And we also have a wrought iron, I think is what it's called. I'm not sure about that, so if I completely messed it up, whoops. But we have a patio set that's in our front yard, and we put a patio in our front yard 2 years ago. So we are able to use that space more, and with the fence, our daughter's going to be able to be out there with us, and we can spend quality family time without worrying that she's going to get into things that are toxic or unclean or unhealthy or anything like that. But yeah, so we're putting a fence in our front yard. Awesome. We got a whole bunch of stuff that I have bought over the last year for outdoor toys. And so she's going to have a nice, safe area to play in. So it will be awesome. And the only thing that I'm worried about is it's going to be a touch loud, because obviously in the front of our house is the street. So, and we have semi-high traffic in front of our house. But yeah, anyways, so that's one thing that we're doing. We are also going to do more landscaping in the front half of our yard that the fence is not on. We're going to put landscaping in front of that. That's another thing that I'm going to do at the end of season. That way, when plants and shrubs and bushes and all that stuff go 75% off, that's when I purchase my landscaping items. Let's see. So, yes, so fence and landscaping in our front yard. We also need to fix our driveway. We also need to fix the north side of our garage. We also need to add a storage behind our shed. We also need to, I would like outdoor faucets on the east and west side of our house. And let's see, I have, there's a whole huge list, and all of it mainly is outside stuff. So the rooms that we were going to redo in drywall and do insulation and stuff, that's not going to happen probably until next year. My husband is going to be building our daughter a learning tower. I showed him some videos of some people that have them. I think that they would be very beneficial for having our daughter in the kitchen and helping as much as possible and learning about food and mixing and measurements and all that stuff. And I really, really want one, but we don't have the funds to buy one. So my husband, the carpenter that he is going to make me one, or make our daughter one. But yeah, I think there was one other thing he was going to make too, but I don't remember what that is. But anyways, I'll think of it later. But I will do another video on how our summer plans or whatever this year are going, and let you know how it goes and all that stuff. But I have some play equipment coming for our front yard, so my daughter has something to play with. But yeah, I think that's it. But yes, so I love spring because for me, it's a time of starting plans and getting stuff done and just spring. I love it. But yeah, anyways, so this summer should bring lots and lots of fun things, and we want to make it as nice and safe and productive as possible. But yes, anyways, you all have a wonderful evening, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.